I wanted to welcome all of my patrons, new and old. Karen, Glenda, Jamie, Joan, Deborah, Donna, Irene, Elaine, and Melissa. Thank you so very much for supporting my page. And I wanted to make sure that I got a video out today. It's going to be a small one, but I asked my guides for a card for us from our special oracle deck, which is Sacred Destiny by Denise Lynn. So the card that my guides gave me for us is Protection. So this is an oak tree. I love oak trees. They're so amazing. So in many traditions, the oak tree is associated with wisdom, strength, and protection. One of the many remarkable things about the oak is that from the smallest acorn, a powerful tree of enormous size can spring forth and live for hundreds of years. The roots of the oak go to deep into the earth as its branches reach into the sky. The oak is honored for its expanse, its nobility, and its endurance. Additionally, its tendency to attract lightning confirmed in the minds of many ancients that the oak represented life force, vitality, and strength. Many cultures revered the oak and honored the living spirit within us. They believed that there was a mystic doorway in the oak tree where one could travel to inner worlds. Oak is one of the most compelling symbols for protection. The sacred landscape wants you to know. One of the most potent signs on the sacred landscape is the ancient oak. It carries numerous meanings. You are protected. You can weather anything. Your roots go deep. You are brave and you can survive anything. Stand strong. You carry the energy of a leader and you have great authority in life. Great wisdom is expanding within you. This card can also mean to protect your assets. Take care to guard and protect your home, your loved ones, and yourself. So I was thinking about protection and what that means, especially in terms of people on a spiritual path, people who are empaths, people who are sensitive to their surroundings, who have a really hard time being able to detach from what's going on around them, to be able to figure out where they end and others begin, who pick up feelings and then they can have a hard time figuring out whose feelings they're feeling. So that can be really confusing and disturbing, and it can really complicate things. You can pick up moods so easily. So how do we protect ourselves from the world, but at the same time participate in it? I think and I'm sure people do this in this lifetime, but in past lifetimes, healers and empaths, who are usually healers one way or the other, have lived lives where they've been able to withdraw in monasteries or nunneries or in hermetic lives, where they've been able to be apart from the world, the mundane world. But I think the karma for many of us in this lifetime is to be as sensitive, empathetic, compassionate, loving, and as vulnerable to the world, but also be participating in it, because we're bringing these qualities to others to help them heal. So at the same time, we can't be sacrifices. We have to learn how to protect ourselves, how to love ourselves, and know that we are worth protecting, so that we can be healthy, we can be centered and balanced and whole to carry on the work that we need to do. And that is a conundrum. So I'm really interested in what other people use to protect themselves, how easy or hard they find it in the world that we live in today. I know that I meditate. I spend time with music and nature, and I love vibrational flower essences, like the Bach flower essences and the California flower essences. The ones that I use for protection are Centauri, I think it's called, or Centauri. I don't know how to pronounce it. C-E-N-T. Is it U-A-R-Y? I should have looked up that spelling, but it's a very, very protective walnut, which is both Centauri and walnut are Bach flower essences. Walnut is like oak. It's very protective, and its use is for protection. Mountain pennyroyal is a California flower essence. The company is Flower Essence Services. That vibrational essence is really good if there's negative entities around you. It protects you from those. Garlic flower essence is just like you would think, protects you from vampiric energies. I think psychologically one of the most important protections is, I think I mentioned it earlier a little bit, but valuing yourself enough to protect yourself. There's nothing wrong with withdrawing, pulling away, if you have a chance to have some quietude, to refresh, to renew. Mindfulness, any kind of mindfulness practice, like meditation, yoga, drumming, playing guitar, playing piano, anything that helps you focus and center and resonate with a healing rhythm, harmonic chords. That's extremely healing and balancing, and that is protective in the sense that it can restore you to your roots. Listening to beautiful music, looking at beautiful art, reading books. They don't have to be, I don't think they have to be deeply spiritual, but something that gives you a pleasant sense of escape, because you do need that if you're an empathic person. An empath, as I guess we call ourselves these days. There is a real great necessity to restore, because it can be a brutal world out there, as we know, and there's so much, I want to say, astral pollution and pollution in of emotion and dense energy that is just floating around. Really needs to be cleaned up, and that's why we're here, to clean it up. Like be air purifiers or something, but we need to know how to do that without harming ourselves. So this card made me think of that. So let me know. Oh, chanting. Yes, chanting is another really good way to restore and renew for protection. And boundaries. Understanding your boundaries, respecting your boundaries, knowing that you have a right to boundaries, or respecting other people's boundaries, and it's fine to not have to merge and mesh with everybody. It's fine to have your own space, however you're going to define that and however you're going to maintain it. That is one of the healthiest things that empaths can do, because often we suck at boundaries and we need to create better boundaries. And we need to learn how to get people to back away from our boundaries, because people will, especially, vampiric people, will come right in, and they have no quandaries about invading our boundaries. So that is what this card brings to mind. I guess my guides must want me to talk about it because they bought this card in. I hope you guys are enjoying either watching the Super Bowl or not. I am not. I've never been interested in sports. I can't handle the suspense of winning or losing. I get too anxious about it, so I stay away. But isn't the Super Bowl today? Aren't Trump and Melania supposed to make an appearance? Oh, I can't wait to hear about that afterwards. That's going to be interesting. That's going to be entertaining, I'm sure. So you guys, I'll be back with another video. I'm sorry it's been so long since my last one, but I promise I'll get another one. And I'm not going to promise on a time, but I will. We will definitely, my guys definitely will have another card for us. Plus there's tons of stuff I want to talk about, but I'll save that for another video. You guys take care.